An engine failure after takeoff is a serious problem, requiring quick action. The aircraft is low and slow, an ugly combination, leaving little time to select a suitable landing site. In climb, the nose of the aircraft is quite high, 7 to 10 degrees nose up. The attitude providing best glide speed is generally several degrees nose down. When an engine fails, you must rapidly push the nose down to the attitude that provides the best glide airspeed. Inside the cockpit, this will feel like a very large change. It will be a big push from the climb-out attitude to the best glide attitude. If you don't immediately lower the nose, your airspeed will rapidly deteriorate. The angle of attack will increase, and with the added drag, the aircraft will begin to descend at an increasing rate. If you continue to hold the nose up without power, the critical angle of attack can quickly be exceeded and the aircraft will stall. So if the engine quits, get to the attitude that gives you the best glide speed, and once stabilized, you need to decide where to land. The runway's tempting. It's smooth, has minimal obstacles, and may seem like a great option. The problem is, unless you took off from an unusually long runway, it might be completely behind you. Some pilots do attempt to turn back to the runway, and at low altitude, statistically, most don't make it, with the attempt often ending in a stall spin. A safe return to the runway in some conditions is possible, but training, advanced pilot skill, and intimate knowledge of the glide characteristics of the aircraft and sufficient altitude are essential. So, if a safe turn back to the runway is not possible, where should you land your aircraft? On climb-out, if the engine quits at low altitude, get to your best glide speed immediately, and if there's insufficient runway ahead of you, look for the best available landing option in a sweep of no more than 45 degrees to your right and 45 degrees to your left. This ensures that any heading changes you make to your selected landing site will be minor and not excessively use up valuable altitude in a turn. On approach, don't be fooled into trying to stretch your glide distance by raising the nose. This will only decrease your speed, increase your rate of descent, and could put you into a stall. Maintain positive control of your aircraft at all times. When you're on short final, make any necessary corrections to avoid obstacles, and then make your landing in a touchdown configuration. Bob Hoover, arguably one of the best and most famous test pilots of all time, said that the reason he survived so many forced landings of aircraft he was testing was because he continued to fly the aircraft right down to the scene of the crash. Engine failures are rare, but they do happen. You should be prepared by practicing simulated emergency landings with a flight instructor or another experienced pilot, so that if a real emergency does arise, you'll be well prepared for the situation.